Okay, we're gonna start the January meeting of 2026 for the New Point Town Council. At this time, if everyone would stand and remove their hats, we have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, the first thing up is going to be roll call. Jeff Schaus, Board President, here. Council Member Gary Wolford, here. Council Person Kelly Blodgett, she is ill. She will not be here tonight. The Secretary Treasurer, here. Tina Marshall's here. The Assistant, Stacy Schaus. And we have our sewage rep, Randy Gibbs Jr. We got our advisor, Mike Novak, and our town marshal is Andy Hadler. So we're all here and present. All right, next up is we have to elect a new council president.
I nominate Jeff Schaus for
I
another
nominate
year.
Gary Wolford.
Gary Wolford graciously declines.
Oh, you're using this graciously.
Yes.
Well, since Kelly's not here, that means the vote has to go to Tina. You were the,
Deciding factor?
Yeah.
He done declined.
he done declined, all right. So
Jeff Schaus is a,
I will remain board president for the coming year. Do we need to motion that, Stacy?
do we? I don't.
We only got one
You only
person.
got one person here, yeah, like you're making a motion.
Gary, make a motion.
Huh?
Make a motion.
I made a motion that Jeff be the new board president for 2026.
All righty, okay. Moving on, we're gonna reaffirm our mission and goals. The town council's goal is to leave this community better than we found it. And we're getting better here. This last year, we got our generator all done. We've gotten Tub Creek cleaned out, so the water's flowing out. We've got some holes patched, but we got some more we gotta do. We don't get a lot of road funding. We get about $24,000. So that's, we're chugging along. We have replaced some things in the building here. New furnace right this year.
Yeah.
And new stove and that. We do rent this building out quite often. I noticed in the new phone book you just got in the mail or however you get it, there's nothing in there listed for New Point. You have to go on the website to get the number to this office. So I don't know if I don't know. Okay, we got new stop signs. We lowered the speed limit down, trying to slow things down. We had that new four-way stop put up over there. I think that has helped. If you go to Napoleon, they have a stoplight down there now. They slowed it down in Sandusky, and I seen where there's another stop sign where there hadn't been one. It's on the main highway. I was on it the other day. It's just like going down 421, all of a sudden Napoleon, you got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one somewhere else. Okay, but that's our goal, is to leave the community better than we found it. The mission, the town of New Point is dedicated to providing essential municipal services that enhance the quality of life for our residents in a fiscally responsible manner. So we're trying to make things good around here. We've passed ordinances, get things cleaned up, get rid of junk vehicles. If you don't have a current plate on it, get one or get rid of it. It's just how it is. And other things, we've had several blocked alleys. We don't anymore. We're all pretty good there right now. If there's any questions on the mission or the goal, we're willing to take them. If not, we will move on.
You guys need to initial those. Please, we have to go move them.
Oh, boy. Just initial them?
Yes. And Gary, if you put those on Kelly's book, I'll make sure she gets them too.
I put the date on here also.
Okay.
Okay. I shouldn't go on each initial then. Okay. Resolutions. We have 3 of those to go through. Bear with me on these because they all have to be read. Okay, ordinance number 2026-1, Town of New Point, Indiana. Ordinance setting the mileage rate for the officers and employees of the Town of New Point, Indiana for the year of 2026. This is state-driven. Whereas the Town of New Point is desirous of reimbursing town officers and employees for travel expenses when an official town business, and whereas the State Board of Accounts has established an audit position of allowing reimbursement based on actual miles traveled in personal motor vehicles on official business, if a reasonable rate per mile is fixed by ordinance or resolution, and whereas the Town of New Point authorizes reimbursement for the use of a personal vehicle in the conduct of official town business at mileage rate as allowed by the U.S. Internal Revenue Service, and whereas the U.S. Internal Revenue Service fixed the standard mileage rate for the use of a car, including vans, pickups, or panel trucks at 72.5 cents per mile for business miles driven from January 1st through December 31st, 2026. What that really involves with us is going to the bank. We don't have a bank here in town, so we have to go to Greensburg or Batesville. That's where our money, and we cannot have over $500 here in this building. If we get over that, it's got to go to the bank. I wanted to buy a safe, but you can't do that. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the Town Council of New Point, Indiana, that the mileage rate for reimbursement for use of a personal vehicle in the conduct of official town business is hereby fixed at 72.5 cents per mile during the period of 26 through December 31st of 26. All ordinances and policies that are inconsistent with the provisions of this ordinance are hereby repealed as to extent of such inconsistency. This ordinance shall become in full force and effect upon passage and adoption by the Town Council of New Point. Passed and adopted by the Town Council of New Point, County of Decatur, State of Indiana, on the 12th day of January 2026. Do we have to vote on this? No. Okay, I've signed it. It's up to Gary, and then it goes to Kelly Blodgett. She'll have to sign it, and Tina, you'll have to also sign it.
That's what I pulled off for the information from the state, so you just keep that attached.
Okay, keep this
You don't
attached
have
to
to
that.
read it, it's just it proves that.
If you guys ever want to learn something, go to that Indiana State Board of Accounts. Wow. Here,
I've signed it and
Yeah,
just,
thank you.
I'll stick down with all the rest.
all right, that was ordinance number 1. Ordinance 2026-2. An ordinance to authorize the payment of certain claims by the clerk treasurer of the Town of New Point, Indiana. Whereas Indiana Code 36-5-4-12 authorizes the town to allow certain claims to be paid in advance of a town council meeting. Now therefore be it ordained that the clerk treasurer of the Town of New Point may make claim payments in advance of allowances by the town council for the following types of expenses: property or services purchased or leased from the United States government or an agency of a political subdivision of the United States government, license fees or permit fees, insurance premiums, utility payments, utility connection charges, federal grant programs. Advance funding is not prohibited, and the contracting party provides sufficient security for the amount advanced. Grants of state funds authorized by statute, maintenance agreements or service agreements, lease agreements or rental agreements, principal and interest payments on bonds, payroll, state, federal, and county taxes. Expenses that must be paid because of emergency circumstances, expenses described in an ordinance. Each claim paid under the ordinance must be supported by a fully itemized invoice or bill and certification by the clerk treasurer. The town council shall review and allow all claims paid under this ordinance at the next regular or special council meeting. Adopted this 12th day of January. Town council. Get signed up. Okay. Okay, resolution 2026-1, a resolution to transfer funds, be it resolved by the town council of New Point, Indiana, that $10,000 will be transferred from the sewage account into the sewage bond and interest account for payment and interest of loans to the USDA for the calendar year of 2026. This date passed 1/12/26. That is for our sewer payment with the USDA, right?
Right.
And believe it or not, we are down to 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, and we will own the lines. We won't be in debt. That's a big deal now. When you start out and you're real far, you're looking at a 30-year loan. And our sewage system is only 26 years old, which is good. I see a lot of towns with older ones with the old clay lines and some of them old, what do they call it, pot metal?
Different type of clay.
Yeah. We're pretty fortunate. Okay, last resolution 2026-2, a resolution to transfer funds. Be it resolved by the town council of New Point, Indiana, that all monies in or to be received in the year 2026 by the motor vehicle highway, which is MVH, motor vehicle restricted, MVHR, local road and streets, LRS, community capital improvement, CCI, county economic development income tax, which is edit money, funds are to be transferred to general fund as allowed by Indiana Code 36-5-4-13. Date passed 1/12/26. Okay, the last resolution is gratuitous waiver fee, resolution 2026-3, Town of New Point. January 1st, 2026. Payment is to be made in January for January 1st, 2026 through December 31st of 2026. Community building, 12 months at $97.28 is $1,167.36. That's for sewer. Fire department, 12 months at $97.28, $1,167.36. Salt Creek Township Park, they only had the sewer on for 2 months at $66.24. It's $132.48. I think we only had it on for a month this year because there was no crackaway days. So it's date 1/12/26. That's all the resolutions. So now we're up to number 1.
No, we need the meeting minutes approved from December 8th.
The meeting minutes we signed. We need to vote to approve the meeting minutes from December. I make a motion to approve them. We've already signed them, Gary.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Motion passed. The meeting minutes for December have passed. If you need a copy of them, they're in there on the counter. If you want to know how much money the town's got, it's in there on the counter. We're all in the black. We're not in the red. I've seen us in the red before. That's not good. We're doing well. The sewer's doing fine right now. It's just a matter of staying on an upward climb. All righty, that's all that, right?
And did you find the other 2 minus that Tina needed signed?
Yeah.
Yes, we already got,
All
I'll sign more papers tonight.
right, good.
All right, now we're up to town council meeting agenda. Open it up to,
You better, why don't you go and start with Mike since he has.
Okay. Mike, what do you got for us today?
Since they gotta go all the way to Newtown.
Well, hey, it's good weather.
It's local, so
Yeah.
we're not,
Mr. Mike Novak, he's our guide to everything with the state and with our sewer and everything else. It's great to have him on board. Okay, Mike?
And you do pay for us through your federal
Yeah.
taxes, so appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have federal taxes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really, there's been some changes on EPA, but nothing that's affecting you. Look at some of the other utilities we have. PFAS is one of them. And it looks like EPA is going to back off on that federally, and they're going to leave it up to the states to come up with plans for PFAS. There really hasn't been anything from EPA on wastewater yet. So, we'll have to wait and see on that. You'll have to do some testing when they require it to see, because PFAS can come off your streets and into your sewers if you've got inflow infiltration or from households. But it looks like they're backing off on that. You don't have to worry about the water because that's Napoleon.
Yeah, we just had a 10% raise from them, right?
5%.
5%? 5% raise on the water.
They raised it last year too.
Well, they had to do a lead service line review of your system to see if you had any lead service lines. So they should have done that.
Should be all plastic. It's not that old.
Well, the final's not due until 27. So next year, the final analysis will have to be done, the final review will have to be done. And then after that, they can go after funding to replace those service lines. So if you have service lines in town that would be affected by lead,
Okay.
then that's going to be funded through federal government.
One question I have about the water. They're getting ready to build us a new water tower out here. They're going from 65,000 gallon to 165,000. Because they said we go through 150,000 gallon a day here. That sound right? We got 4 big water users here. We got Bulk Farms,
Well, yeah, I mean,
but they're raising, it's gonna triple the size out there. They're gonna run a line straight north on 700, under 46 and under the interstate.
well, I mean, they had to show a usage,
Okay.
basically that, the tower itself, there's 2 parts of that, right? The pressure part,
Mhm.
and that's just that standpipe that goes up the middle.
Right.
And there's the reserve, which is the bulk, this is the bowl.
Mhm.
And the bowl is basically for fire service and stuff like that, and emergency services. And then, if there would be some kind of heavy usage. But, it's up to them, they're gonna have to pay for it.
They own the water tower, yeah,
It's not so much the users as it is the reserve up there that they want to keep, in case there's an issue of some sort. So, and they may be looking at using that, if there's something else going on out here that Napoleon's going to be doing, I don't know.
I don't know either. Actually.
Subdivision going in or something else. That's a fairly small tower, and then you do have some large users, but that reserve capacity is just for emergency purposes. So you might have 2 days reserve in that. So in case your system goes down or their system goes down, they have enough reserve in there that they can bleed off. The tower sits on your system anyway. It goes up and down as you use water, but there's reserve there. So it's up to them. We've got a lot of towers that are being refurbished. They're probably, I don't know how old that one is. It's probably about 50 years old.
No,
Not that old?
10 and 20, about 35.
Okay, well, it's a pretty small tower.
Yeah.
Um,
It served us well.
So that's up to them. They had their engineers look at that and determine how much more reserve they wanted to have in there. So it's not a big deal. I don't think that's going to affect your rates that much from them. But anyway, so on the EPA, on the state side of it, there's not any new regulations coming out. On the funding side, still don't know. But that's all gonna work out, so, maybe we'll find out this year, maybe next year, maybe in 3 years, I don't know.
What was
It's hard to
that
tell.
after 2 years?
Yeah, well, you never know. But I don't think we haven't talked about any improvements to your system. You guys have put have to, well, you still got an issue with that lift station. That you're gonna have to deal with, and then And that's the only one you got, right? That's the only lift station, that one?
We got two. We got the one by the underpass and the one at the truck stops where it has problems.
Right, the other one is,
Yeah, the other one's been doing well.
yeah, so that's the only thing that, periodically look at that and see, I mean, I don't know if you've had any issues with that one or not, on the pump side of that.
Main one's been,
Truck stop, and that's all from
And that's a
illicit stuff getting in the line.
And that's a duplex station, you've got two pumps out there.
Yeah, we're on one right now. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the main one.
Yeah, we got two down there.
Yeah.
A new one and the other one's,
So other than that,
okay.
I don't see any other issues coming up. We are gonna be finishing up their risk and resilience plan and new emergency response plan. And then as soon as we can figure out, look at some of the maps for the town to determine, because all you've got here is the lines and you've got the lift station and you've got the generator.
Mhm.
And that's about all you've got. So it's a matter of being able to measure it. Last time we talked about it, you said you had, most of them are 6-inch lines.
I believe.
So, well, I'll probably drop by next week. They're gonna look and see if they can find anything. If they can't, we'll go through the file cabinet, because you probably have copies somewhere.
If you don't find what you need and you need an answer,
Yeah, you told
Mr.
me.
Larry Bird is the man to,
Not the Larry Bird, but.
this is the little Larry Bird. Yeah. But he knows where everything's at.
Okay.
He's good to have.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy enough to measure, you know how many miles of streets you have. Because that's how you get your MVH money, or your local roads and streets money.
3.1.
So it's a matter of just knowing how large the line is itself. If it's a 6-inch line or 8-inch, or if you got a 6 going to an 8 or 4 going to 6, just how much difference there is in that to determine what the value of that is and what the replacement cost would be.
Okay.
So, about it.
Okay.
So I can go to New Town now?
You can head to New Pal.
Good, new panel, we'll let you.
Mike, we appreciate everything, buddy.
Thank you. Trip.
All right. Randy, you got something to do? You want to go next?
sure, everything's pretty smooth. The truck stop has that one pump out, still at quality repair, and had to order a new cable for it. It's due in Thursday, so
Okay.
we're looking at first part of next week. It should be back over there to put it back in for us.
Okay. Last time I was over and talked with Mr. Copeland over there, he didn't like the idea of us looking in that pit back there.
I'd love to not have to.
Do what now?
I'd love to not have to. They'd stay up.
That's what I told him. I said, well,
check up.
but we have to check that because you guys aren't cleaning that grate.
Yeah.
Because the last time when you and I looked at it and that grate was pulled back away, well, he had cleaned the grate up, pulled it back out of the way. He said it was full of water so it could drain that. The guy's name's Johnny over there. So, but, yeah, he asked us not to go back there and look in that unless we get him to go with us. So if you have to go in there and look at it, go get him.
All right.
It's,
Cause he's around here every day, other than Saturday and Sunday, I think, but sometimes I think he's even there on the weekends.
he's there a lot.
Yeah,
He might be back there washing dishes.
yeah.
It's,
You know.
he
Yeah,
does
he's
everything
very-
over there for a general manager.
He's hands on over there.
Yeah, he's hands-on. Yes, he is. He's very much hands-on.
He's like the rest of us. He's got 2 years and he's done. But anyway, it's no secret that is for sale over there. All TA truck stops are for sale. So it's, I don't know. Is there anything, I think in town here, we're pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Randy. Next up, we're opening up to the audience here. Who wants to go first? Roy?
Okay, yeah, it's about Steve Foster's place. He's built a motocross track in the area that was Nelson Givers.
Yeah.
And it's just an internal mess. And not to mention the noise from, 2 or 3 quad runners and a dirt bike. It's a masterpiece, but why in a town like this, an incorporated town,
I understand.
She has emphysema. She's across the road And she said the dust was terrible, and it was, when it was dry.
Okay.
And I just don't think he should be doing that.
Okay. Yes,
And, yeah, well,
I will, Andy, what do you think on this?
About the only thing we would be able to do, because I dealt with this once before,
Yes,
is talk to him about the dust.
okay,
If he's running late at night, things like that, then we can talk to him about those things as well.
mhm,
But about the only thing I can do is if the dust is traveling, creating a problem, we can talk to him about that.
Mhm.
'Cause like I said, I dealt with that once before, we dealt with noise, before if they're running, after 10 PM or
Yeah.
whatever. We can have a conversation with him about that. But as far as him being able to build it, that falls out of any of my jurisdiction. Those are the two things I can talk to him about.
I get,
Yeah, I've been around, I've heard.
okay, I get a chance, I will, talk to Mr. Doug Westerfeld. I don't know if he can steer us in a direction on that. He's the head of the area plan, which this is not, New Point, we do not have our own area plan. We fall under Decatur County area plan. They set the rules and guidelines and all that for the county, which we fall under. We are an incorporated town, but we go with their, and I'll talk to Doug. I talked to him today a little bit on the phone, but I will stop by there and see him personally and see what he's got to say about the situation.
I don't think you realize how swampy that is.
Yeah.
He's dug a trench there, and if he doesn't do something, it's gonna be like a bunch of mosquito ponds there in the summertime.
Yep.
Right now, he's got a bunch of big round bales positioned, so it makes it hard to see the whole thing. He's got a row of them in the drive that goes in, and then there's two of them placed strategically, on the other corner there, so it's a little bit hard to see, but it's an awful mess.
You know what them bales of straw, what they will entice, right? They will entice mice and rats.
Yeah.
They will. It's but we'll. I'll stop by and make a note of that. Have me go talk to Doug Westerfeld and see what. And you'll talk to Miss Andy. You'll talk to the homeowner there
Yeah.
and see what he's got to say and see if he can. I don't know. It's it's personal property. I don't know. We'll find out.
Because I can't see any other place in the county that would allow that.
Yeah.
Because that quite close to other people, so the noise and the,
Mhm.
well, not only that, but it's like a continuous construction zone because he's got a Bobcat and then he's also got a little John Deere.
Mhm.
And constantly, I mean, day in and day out, reposition that dirt and doing this and doing that. It's irky, to say the least.
Well, it's got ramps and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's-
he's done a nice job, I can't say he didn't, because he
Yeah.
has. But it's quite a bit out in such a small area.
Okay. We'll have Andy talk to him, and then, like I said, I'll talk to Doug Westerfeld about that. I don't know if there's noise level or anything. I don't know. We'll have to leave that up.
They exceed the noise level for sure.
Yeah.
The dirt bikes.
Yeah, I got 'em. I got them come down my house in the morning and evening, and they get that four-wheeler standing up on the back wheel.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's okay. We will see what we can find out for you. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I will. Andy's going to talk to the homeowner, and I will go see Doug Westerfeld myself. He's used to seeing me up there.
While I'm here,
Yes.
remember the thing about the vehicles?
Yeah.
So what is the ordinance if they don't have a new plate within, a year or so? If they're not,
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on that again. I noticed a couple
Yeah.
2025s out there yet.
well,
So I'm not sure
the
when they're.
the brakes next door, they did get rid of the Pacific,
Yeah.
they had a Toyota Tundra, which had been sitting under the tree for about 2 or 3 years. Well, they took that and drove it around and backed it up against the garage, so you can't see it, well, you have to get way out to see the
So you
plate.
hide the plate, yeah.
But it hasn't moved since, that's been probably 2 years ago, it hasn't moved.
All right.
But the only thing is if I can't see it, I can't go on
You
private
can't go in there.
property.
We ain't gonna go in somebody's driveway and look behind their car, see what their plates are. That's a good way for us to get shot.
If I
It's not
see
gonna
it-
happen.
If I see them and I can tell what the plate reads, I can take care of that and proceed with
Well,
it.
I would bet
Rest.
money, I know it hasn't moved for 2 years.
Okay.
I can't assess the property and find out.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Uh,
I understand. It's, we've got people that try to hide them.
Yeah, it's been
It's,
quite interesting.
I'm gonna have to take a call.
Okay.
So can I go ahead and do my?
yeah, Andy, you're up next, buddy.
So I'll go ahead and do this. We get this out of the way real quick. Sorry about that. They're hitting me up on the air, so. Your pop. It's good. So for the month of December, 37 traffic stops, 16 citations, 23 warnings, 1 felony arrest, 2 misdemeanor arrests, and 45 calls. Sorry about the blanks, I forgot.
That's all right.
I can pick up, fix September and October. Oil was changed last week on the car, so it's good to go. I think Bobcat's good to go. We have plenty of salt. I was able to find possibly a location to get some coal patch, to be able to fix those 2 holes.
Oh, good.
So maybe tomorrow I'll have that and be able to pop out on my lunch hour and maybe get those 2 fixed down here by the 850 underpass. On that side of things. Training hours are all into the state for 2025. I have to have the official report done by the end of January to be submitted. So training hours are all done. The final report's yet to be turned in, but it's due January 31st. So that time on it.
One other hole, right down here between Larry.
By Larry Bird's, it's right in the middle of the road.
Okay. Well, see how much material I have. I got enough material. I don't know how this is gonna
Right in the
go.
middle.
I'll work on the 2
Right down
850
from
first and then we'll go from there, if I have material left over.
Okay, that's the only one I noticed.
There's some others, there's a few others popping up now.
Is that the one
The
at
freezer
the
is
end
on.
of Mary Downey Place?
There's 2 of them, one on each side. I'm gonna try to get both of those tomorrow, if I can. And get those fixed and we'll take
How
them.
do you go about getting more coal patch if we need it?
Well, this is something, it's called cold patch, but it's from Rural King.
You can buy it in a 50-pound bag, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because
That's the only way I
nobody,
can get it.
You have a
there's
camper?
nobody making any cold mix right now.
Yeah, I'll throw the bucket of Bobcat
Okay.
down.
No, I got 2 tampers, yeah.
As big as that thing is,
Yeah.
run that thing over and it'll pack it in just fine.
Okay, that's good.
So,
The one person that said something about the holes down there, and I'm not gonna say name, but her trees, well, they need trimmed. But not you, I don't want you, they're her
oh,
trees.
no, I don't do tree trimming.
All right,
Great. Railroad did fix the crossing.
Yeah.
Railroad did it.
Yes,
And they did come
Railroad's done.
through and do some trim work. I
They're
noticed
going
their
down
work.
the road here.
She said it was
Yeah,
going to.
46.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be back down to do any more, but they have done some.
they done a fabulous job over here. I mean, it was,
It's never been like
no, it's never been this good.
that.
And them trains go through here quite often, which you guys know. And they just did, it just took a while.
Also telling them that the buses go over that crossing helps.
But they went in and did it, and they did it pretty quickly, once they got started. Now, it took 2 years to get them with some prodding that, but they had a new guy there.
The train goes through about, what, 40, 45, something like
You
that.
notice now the train does not slow down going through town.
No,
No, because they fixed that, he no longer slows down, he's doing 30-mile-an-hour through town.
I've had a lot,
Of course, whistle on it, might need it.
I had
The
a-
whistle still works.
It might still work, but-
I've had a lot of compliments on that crossing. And if any of you go out 200 all the way out, go past the old dump, that's like a highway going out there. They re-blocked that whole thing from
700.
700 all the way to 421.
Yeah.
It is and widen it, it's a fabulous road now. But it's not gonna last because all them big garbage trucks get in it. But anyway,
Well, hopefully they'll give it more attention since the garbage trucks have to go there.
Yeah.
You know,
It's all good. Things are going good. It's,
Yeah, so, again, like, I'll try to get those holes fixed tomorrow. I'm not gonna let you out.
and you got our pacer thing, whatever that is. for the
Pacers
roads.
are all submitted. That was due November first or December first.
It was in last month's meeting.
Yeah, so those are all submitted. I did get the email back from the state. They accepted our pacer rating and inventory on the road, so we're good to go. That's step one, be able to apply for a community crossing grant for, 2025, put in 2026 for 2027 money.
I would love to just get the whole 3 streets in town, just redo the whole thing at once and be done with it.
We'll work with the county, but we've got to have that done by July.
Okay.
That has to be submitted, I think, by July, so we're gonna be working with them soon to come up with how to do that and what we can figure out. But we'll go with whatever we can get, but it's for 2027 money, so we'll apply 2026 for 2027 monies. It'll be awarded, you'll get the award letter, you just saw come out by November, December for the community crossing grants for 2026. Same type of thing, you submit in July, you get awarded
What?
that same time frame. You'll know.
I think we're the only incorporated town.
That hasn't got any money yet.
Correct. Westport got it, Millhausen got it, St. Paul's been getting it. And I don't know who re-blacktop St. Paul from 74 into town, but it's fabulous now. Usually that's split between Shelby and Decatur. One year Decatur does it, and a few years later Shelby does it.
That's what the pacer rating is also for.
That's
So that is also considered a thoroughfare,
Yeah.
where like 850 is also considered a thoroughfare.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's not thoroughfare, minor collector or something like that.
There-
They got a fancy name for it. So those things are, whatever gets you to the interstate,
Mhm.
state pays attention to those things a little bit,
there's more traffic on that road than people think.
so.
There is quite a bit of traffic on it. And
Yep.
we've had, a couple of deaths on it. That one girl stuck that car in that ditch. But anyway, hopefully we can get some money and,
Yep, we'll be working on it, but that's where we're at right now.
okay.
All right.
All right, thanks, Andy.
Yep.
Good luck wherever you're going.
Yeah.
All
Can we
right.
go back just a little bit?
Yeah, sure can. Far
Has
away.
the town limits been moved?
Not that I know of.
One thing on there says,
Thanks, Al.
Yep, hey, thanks, Roy. We'll look into that and I'll go see,
Okay,
the, Barry Plain guy.
okay.
one thing on the internet says it's right behind me on the alley. And then then it was supposed to be done December 5th. And then the other one says the 215 room. So which one is it?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Okay,
We'll have to pull the maps and look and I'll go up and see. I'll take, do what?
You'll find out.
I'll find out from Doug too.
okay.
And another thing, you guys pull these maps up. You go on there and you Google this for Beacon Snyder. And I'm just telling you right now, when you pull that up, those are not correct.
Correct.
If you want to know exactly where your line is, you better have it surveyed because these alleys are lucky if they're as wide as a car.
And they're supposed to be 16 feet.
They're not 16 feet.
Our road's not 16.
Her road's not 16 feet. This road over here is not 16. That's not 16. There is no road. It's
That's what
so
they'll tell you at the courthouse.
the only way you're going to get a true thing, and you'll find out where your property line is when it's surveyed. Because we've got people in town here that don't own the ground they think they own. And I'm going to leave it at that because there's 5 or 6 of them, and I'm not getting into that quandary.
Cindy came in today and she tried to show me on her phone and I was trying to look it up. But one thing about is, it seems like that when we find a map, the property
Remember when Eddie
It's
Schaefer put that
actually-
caravan over there?
shows it
He
about
had to
like
buy property from
10 feet from the
the
road. And it doesn't
He put it
show
on their
the
property.
property owner actually owning to the roads. So he needs to check. But I don't think they can legally do it unless they
What's that?
notify the town, change any boundaries.
I don't think they can.
Who changed boundaries?
They're asking if the county has changed boundaries for the town limits of New Point.
No, they'd have to notify the town. The county can't just come in and make New Point bigger or smaller.
Okay, that's what we're asking.
Yeah, no, they can't because we're an incorporated town.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, when these lines were set, when this first became a town. And it's from this rod to that rod,
Mhm.
and that's what that surveyor does. They know exactly where it is. Like I own lots 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the netting addition New Point, and Mr. Wolf here owns 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that thing on there, what, 4 lots, we own, supposed to be 0.9 something, almost an acre, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you go on your thing for your house, it comes up 0.7 or something. So they can't just take ground from you. It's,
I'm just
Yeah,
making
there's-
sure I didn't miss it,
Yeah.
you know, a vote or something.
No,
it's not that we know of, it's,
we haven't gotten anything, or even-
Andy Scholl was a surveyor if you want to get your property surveyed. I don't know what he charges. But, we will look into that. Okay. Any other patron comments? Nope. Sanity sewer liens, how do we do on the liens? Have we got them all but one paid, I think?
One's paid and I picked up the lien release. She didn't, I picked it up. And then we filed a lien on Wednesday.
Okay.
One lien. The other two came in.
People don't realize, we file a lien, we go to the courthouse, and your bill, say you owe over 3 months, instead of being $200, you're gonna pay $350. Because there's a $150 lien fee at the courthouse. And the courthouse takes 100,
They take 50.
they take 50 and we get 100. And, but and one thing it's up to these ladies though, but tell you what, when you file them liens, if you want to call them and tell them you're going to file a lien on them, that's up to you guys. But it's the same ones every time.
And they get a lien letter, right?
And they get a lien letter, yeah.
That they have 2 weeks to
Yeah.
make contact with us.
It's the same one. It's hard to believe. And some of them, I ain't saying name, but it's hard for me to believe that. But anyway, okay. enough of that.
Well, I had one customer that I called. We discussed we weren't gonna call this time. Well, I thought, well, maybe. So I decided to call and he goes, well, I'm expecting you to call. I know I get my bill and I get my letter, but I'm waiting for you to call me so I know for sure that I need to contact you. I swear to you.
So let me ask you this. Did everybody get their sewer bill this month?
You are.
I
Did
ain't,
you get your sewer bill this
We
week?
got ours too.
what it is,
I've had 7 people at least so far saying they haven't got their sewer bill.
we use them cards and I think those are the worst.
Because then I know what it is as soon as.
I would rather have an envelope with a window on it and your address is in there with it. Because them cards, I think when they go through those postal machines,
Yes.
Well, the new machine they got according to the Greensburg Post Office isn't supposed to do that anymore. I thought they got the new machine.
but it's,
Yeah.
anyway, but the sewer is doing well. We're doing all right. We'll get this other pump fixed. We'll be back up with 2 and running. Because you always want to have 2. And eventually I want to buy a backup pump and have it sitting out there, one for each side. So 2 backup pumps, that's $25,000. That's going to be a wait. But, it's the way it is. All right, alleys, streets, and roads. Andy's gonna cold patch the holes, which, that's about as good as we can do right now, because we just don't have the community crossing grant. What he's talking about is a 3-to-1 match. With a town this size, we can get 3-to-1. The town of Greensburg size is 1-and-1, I believe. If they put in 200,000, they get
Well, it
200,000.
depends on
It's
how
your-
many people.
Your size and that. But with us being so small, a 3-to-1 is, and the other good thing we got going for this town, we have no sidewalks. So if they come into Blacktop, they can just put a layer 2 inches thick over the whole thing. But then they gotta look out for them sewer things that are in the middle. So I don't know how that plays out, if they gotta grind, I don't know. I'm not a blacktopping expert, that's way over my noggin, but if we can get that 3-to-1 match, that would help immensely. get the whole town done, be done for the next 5 years, right, Gary?
Sounds good.
I think that's, I think that's the way to go. Anybody else have anything on streets, alleys, or roads? Now, next up is the railroad, and we've discussed that. The railroad did a fabulous job over here. I've had a lot of compliments on that. They've done it with your persistence of calling and saying, hey, when are you getting to this? Well, we'll be there in March. Well, March rolled around, they ain't here. They finally got around to it in December. But they
He
got
was very nice, and I called him and I thanked him.
Yeah.
For, for taking care of it, especially just a couple days, and, when I contacted him this summer about mowing along the weeds on the track, they were right here and got it done, so.
if you've been to Greensburg lately, their big thing was sitting out here for a few days, that big hole with the,
Mm-hmm.
they're cleaning up on the north side of the tracks.
Yeah, they had a skid loader with a brush.
They're trimming out a lot of that brush and they're just leaving the bigger stuff. I wonder if they're gonna take that down. I don't know.
I don't know,
But
they're
anyway,
doing something.
They're working on it. That's good. All right, next up, waterways, wells, and vegetation. With having Tub Creek cleaned out, it's draining so good. I haven't seen it up out of bank. It's going through good. Another thing that's coming up, I'm going to a meeting Thursday with the two guys from Decatur County Highway, the mayor of Greensburg, the guy from Westport, the guy from St. Paul, myself, and Millhausen. What's the name of that meeting? For community something.
It is the Decatur County Comprehensive Plan.
That's a growth plan for the county, which I sat in one of these here 2 years ago. This guy told me how good this would be developed. Buddy, it ain't a happening. Them 3 families own that and they ain't parking nothing. So he was nice about it, but anyway.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That's what this tomorrow is going to be about, some of that, and infrastructure, seeing what can be changed or done. One thing I would like to see in this town, if they would run natural gas instead of these LP tanks. Natural gas is down here at Ennicksburg Road, I believe, and it's at the top of Lake McCoy Hill. But we've only got 100 homes here, so I don't think this has been a far cry to get it here. I don't think it'll happen. LP or natural gas is cheaper than LP, so, but you would have to have industry really need it. So I don't know. But anyway, that meeting's Thursday at 1:00. I'll be there at that. Vegetation, nothing grows this time of year. It's too cold.
What about the ones that are still standing though?
What's that, the vegetation?
Like Peter's house across the street from me.
You know, we've sent her letters and
And Spencer's not done.
Spencer has not done it. We're gonna have to call him and see because she's still got that camper and,
Still sitting there, everything's still sitting.
Everything's there.
well, she's
Trailer's
probably,
been in one spot so long, it's got weeds growing up through it.
I think last time I heard she was under house arrest.
Oh, really?
I heard she had an ankle bracelet.
Not our problem, but.
It's not our problem, but
Nope.
that's, okay. We'll call Spencer and see what's going on with that one. I think that's the only one in town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Inside the building, everything's good here?
We had, one person has already been for the later in the month, I think it's in February. Then we did have one guy cancel because he wasn't going to pay what our rate was for the big room now. He's going to In the Woods.
In the woods down here with Bowman's. That's fine, because you gotta take your own tables and chairs there.
Oh, he knows that.
I don't know, that's be his problem.
But,
Okay.
He rented the building of the room for the last couple of years.
Okay.
He's the one that has to be farmer get together and they
Oh,
got car insurance. and
Well,
stuff like that.
David will give him a good deal over there. David Morse. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I told him. I said, if that's what you need to do, that's fine.
That's the outbuildings and grounds. You have no trouble getting in there at night, do you, or anything, if you gotta get in there?
Where's that?
The garage out there?
Oh, no,
Okay.
nice.
We're gonna have to do some cleaning up out there, because if we ever have that,
I agree with that.
where it's there's a warming center and we have to put pets out there, we can't have them salt bags and all that
There's some
stuff there.
trash that could be.
We gotta get it cleaned up over there sometime. That's the inside, all right. Inside the building in here, we're good.
Yeah, just have the
Okay.
floor soon.
Yeah,
We are
Mr. Gander was just here for the floors. I seen his van here. Budget and insurance, we're all caught up. Everything's paid up.
Yeah,
Permits and ordinances, I have not heard back from Chris Miller. And it's once again, if you are building or something, you go through area plan. And if you're not sure where your boundary lines are, I would say you need to have your stuff surveyed, just to be safe. Because I told Chris back there, he's by the railroad tracks. So, buddy, you better not be too close to them, because they do not like that you do anything on their property. Mike Reynolds got hit with rent for a doghouse back there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's with permits and ordinances. But anytime you need to see, the ordinances are on that shelf in there. The one still hasn't showed back up yet, so I'm gonna have to go through the archives and find it. The book's right there on the counter. You can look at, you're more than welcome to look at them anytime. I would like to get them put on the website for New Point. So if you want to look at them at home, you can just pull it up on your computer and see it. Eventually, I hope we can get that done. Like I said, with your permits for building, it's all area plan. You can come in here and bring us your plans all drawn out and that, and we're gonna say, yep, that looks good, but go up and see Doug Westerfeld. I do not know what's going on with the gas station. They haven't done any more over there. Grandpa's Autos is,
I have no idea
I
about
don't know what's going
Grandpa's.
on there. I was hoping them guys from the gas station would buy that building and just renovate it, but I don't know. That's,
It might not be for sale.
might not be for sale. Whoopi owns that, so you know, it's okay. Courthouse and a lawyer. I will go to the courthouse and see Doug about the 2 items and talk to him. They like me up there. The lady really likes to see me. Okay, lawyer, we got to get a hold of Spencer about that lady. I don't know if we have to send a certified letter. She has to sign for it.
I don't know, but I sent him all the information, so I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, he was supposed to send out letters with
I've
the,
not done it.
Okay, under number 12 is COVID-19 ready and ARPA.
Nothing there.
There's nothing there. 13 is the vehicles. We have, Andy said the police car just got serviced and all that. That's good. And the Bobcat's good. We haven't had just that one batch of snow, and he did a great job plowing the streets. That's good. Because the school buses go through here twice a day. There's 2 of them plus a service, small minibus, right?
I think so.
yeah.
Okay. I think that is, yeah. The minibus goes up towards the east end, towards, okay. Item 14 is the fire department. Mr. Gary?
We're still operating, everything's going good. Start figuring on what our events are gonna be for the, 2026, as far as fish fries and peaches and our chicken supper. That's always in July. But everything's, still having our monthly training and, so we're still doing good.
That's good. That's good. We haven't had no accidents down there at this new stop sign. That's a good thing.
There hasn't been that first incident down there since they
Okay.
changed that.
All right, events. I don't think the only thing we got coming up is the chili supper with the Christian church, and that is free. It will be in the big hall. Is there bean supper or chili supper?
No, they're gonna start with the beans.
Beans.
Yeah, they're gonna try to keep it on like the Kiwanis had
Okay,
on that
like that,
schedule.
okay. Well, whatever they do is fine with us. It's a good thing for the community. Okay,
And
that's the
I'll
only.
post it on the thing out here. so
That's the
I'll
only
put it on
event
the
coming
marquee.
up. And if you're retired and ain't got nothing to do, twice a month, they play bingo in here. The senior citizens do.
What days?
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, it's-
One's
Yeah.
a Tuesday, one's a Friday. and
last
then
Tuesday of the month is, Arbor Grove.
So it's last Tuesday.
Yeah,
And they
I don't know if it was, it's the first Friday of the month.
play bingo and they got little prizes they give away.
Friday of
And
the month.
one lady from where'd she come from?
Arbor Grove.
Arbor Grove, yeah.
Okay, that's good. It's a good thing. All right, that's the last of the events, right?
Yep.
Andy already gave us police report. So the only thing I need, anybody else have anything they want to say, ask, or anything?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
And I'll second it. All righty, the month of January is on upon us. So we'll see I hope to see everybody in February. I have not heard back from this, as far as this being in the warning
Oh,
center.
yeah.
And I think, Gary, I think this is what we're gonna do here.